Hey, can you tell that I'm totally continuing the recording of the last video that I did that came out yesterday, but I'm just continuing recording a bunch of things in one sitting so I don't have to do it every day yet. So I'm just trying to get ahead and then make one video a day like a normal person. Hope you can. Anyway, disclaimer, let me just say I've only completed the first season of MHA and I have not started second season yet. I should actually get on that. I've been procrastinating for like a month. But anyway, I am thinking about making this anime of the month at some point, and I thought it'd be a good idea to give you my initial thoughts and what I do think of the series so far, and just give an honest opinion on it from someone who knew kind of damn near to nothing of the series and going into it. I didn't read the manga. I've only have some references that I understand. I've seen some clips from the show in multiple seasons, whatever. Nothing too spoiler-y. Mainly funny clips, trust me, because your boy keeps getting recommended funny clips on the internet for some reason, and I keep feeding the algorithm to send me more funny anime clips because I keep watching these funny anime clips, but whatever. And I do think that it'd be nice to just, finally talk about MHA with an honest perspective without ragging on them too hard, without even seeing the series, because I think that's unfair. Anyway, what's up? My name is CTB Emotionless. You can call me Savage, and this is not a particular series that I was gonna end up saying this is of, but whatever. Please be sure to like the video and ring the notification bell as well, because I do upload daily. That means every single day, if you didn't know. Look at that. I teach something new daily. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, I'm going to cut to the chase on what my impression of this show was, and I'm going to be completely honest. I thought it was alright. It was okay. Yeah, that's really it. I didn't really think that the series was particularly bad or anything. Not at all. I do not think that MHA, My Hero Academia, to be, for people who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, I do not think that MHA is a bad anime, nor do I think it's particularly great either. I just think it is an all-right anime. Sound stop. Simple as that. But as I continue on giving a short review, like a mini review on this series, I want to start talking about the things that somewhat annoyed me first, so we can end the talk about it on a more positive light, or a positive note, to be more exact. I actually want to make sure I end on something positive, so you're not leaving salty thinking that I absolutely hate this show, just like a lot of people thought I hated Usagi Drop, even though I love that damn show, and I even basically gave that show a blowjob even on the 3 reasons not to watch. Actually, that video got deleted off the internet. I'm still hurt by that, but whatever. Alright, let's knock out the most annoying thing about this entire show. Deku did cry a lot. Yes, he did. I understand. He's in touch with his feelings a little bit more. It's cool that a main character has this thing called emotions, not just bland toast that's happy-go-lucky, or doesn't really feel much except anger and happiness. I do like he does indeed have emotion. But sometimes this man is just as useful as Sakura. Yeah, I said it. Sometimes he does absolutely nothing. I did think that him going after, say, Bakugo while he was being absorbed by the slime monster is pretty darn epic. I thought that was cool. Even though, yeah, he cried a little bit, it was okay because he did something epic there. Even though he couldn't do much anyway in that situation, honestly. But he did something courageous. I thought that was a good moment in the series. I actually thought that was cool. But eventually, even when he got teary-eyed on some moments that were unnecessary in regards to being teary-eyed, I just thought it was a little bit annoying. Alright, that's it. Not gonna ram it in. I'm happy that he has emotion. He does have a personality. He's not a heartless, empty vassal of the typical shonen main character. But it does get annoying after the 3rd to 4th time in a series that only is running at, 12 or 13 episodes? I'm not even sure how many episodes were there. But whatever. Moving on. As far as it being a shonen, it's a generic shonen in my opinion. I don't really think anything so far stands out to me that much. The only thing I do find really interesting in regards to the action is that Deku is actually pretty smart, and him being good at combat actually makes sense. It's not one of those things where dudes never experienced combat whatsoever in the slightest and has never, whatever, and he just straight up is a badass out of nowhere. Like for him, so far as it seems, is he's a guy with no combat experience, of course, but he studied so many superheroes and knowing their techniques, even as far as knowing Bakugo's like fighting technique, where he's able to, you know, play out in his mind what to do in a certain situation against a certain hero. He basically knows the weaknesses of other characters based off of history and observing them. So him actually being decent at combat, and it's not like he's really good at it, mind you. He just is, you know, he at least just understands it and understands like the basics necessary to stay alive, honestly. And I do think another thing that I was actually enjoying from when it came to the action sequences and such as that is Deku can't just spam all my strength like that because his body can't handle it yet, which I do think is pretty darn neat / epic. It actually makes it a little bit more enjoyable that he can't just spam this amazing strength over and over and over and just overcome. Because honestly, let's be real. Let's say Deku did not have, you know, the setbacks that comes to using all my strength, like, you know, like Detroit Smash. Let's say he does not have, like, you know, he can simply use these things and doesn't have his body be crippled or injured the moment he uses it. Then honestly, he would have no actual struggle in missions. Oh my god. He would have no struggle whatsoever when it came to a lot of issues that did seem to pop up, or enemies. He can't just spam Detroit Smash easily. He can't do that. If he does, his arms are crippled. But if he could, then the show wouldn't be as interesting, and I think that'd be kind of lame if he could just do badass things immediately from the jump. As of right now, I don't care about any of the other characters in this series. Now, mind you, this does have multiple seasons, alright? So that's a good thing. Thank God this show has multiple seasons, or if this show wasn't as popular as it is right now, it wouldn't get it. So I'm criticizing it as if this series was unknown to have multiple seasons or not. Oh my god. I'm criticizing this series as if, what if there was no season 2 or 3 or 4 or 5? If there were none of those, this would be a bad show in regards to character development. Yeah, you introduced me all these other characters who are also really epic, but we didn't get any character development whatsoever on them. But because they did get character development later down the line in other seasons, I'll let it pass. I'll let it pass. It's fine. It's not too harsh of a criticism. This is actually the lighter stuff I'm criticizing right now. But as of right now, I don't really care about any other characters. I feel like there's someone else I did actually care about, but I can't remember because, see, that's how bad character development was in this show. I actually didn't even, and I mean at least for the first season, like I only know a few characters' names, and only because I've seen a lot of clips of said characters, or they said their names multiple times. I only know Todoroki's name because, dude, he's hot and he's cold. He's a Katy Perry song, for Pete's sake. But yeah, as I'm saying, I'm just basing this mainly on how much people were hyping the show up when it originally came out. When My Hero Academia first came out, people were hyping this show like it's the next Messiah. And now looking back on those comments and then now watching the first season, I think that they were overhyping it. It was just, yeah, the character development was boo-boo butter, honestly. Last but not least, let's get this right out of the way. And this is at least for the negative traits. The community is absolutely toxic. I absolutely despise the My Hero Academia community. You guys suck. Yeah, I'm saying it. You, all of you. I don't care about the good ones in there. Sorry, you suck too. Did you know that? I hope you know that you also do indeed suck. I sat there, I went ahead and read the comments that a lot of people left on episodes in regards to My Hero Academia. I watched it on Crunchyroll like the filthy pleb I am. And reading the comments, they were so rude to anyone that slightly criticized the show, thinking, you know, a few things that they didn't like here and there that wasn't that big of a deal. And someone decided, like, there was a criticism someone said on episode 3, basically saying, I don't really like the show, I'm gonna drop, I don't really think the show's that good, I think I'm gonna drop it from here, not really my kind of show. And people were savaging him in the comments saying, clearly you were interested in the show, you watched 3 episodes. And it's just like, don't you know the law of anime? You have to at least watch 3 episodes to know if you're gonna like a show or not. That's just how it is. Like, you know, I give all shows I watch, I give 3 episodes of a chance. If by the 3rd episode you still don't catch my attention, I'm out of there. Unless you're a show that's like long running in general. And what I mean by that is not based off the, you know, like for example, Naruto, you can't really judge too well in the first 3 episodes. Honestly, I say give it about 6 to 7 episodes to see if you like it. I say finish the first arc, honestly, but whatever. But My Hero Academia, you know, 12 to 13 episodes, you can only watch 3 of the episodes. You know, that's a quarter of the first season. You might as well give a quarter a chance and then dip if you don't like it. And that's what that person did. He gave it 3 episodes of a chance. Show wasn't that interesting to him. And people didn't like that he simply said that the show wasn't that interesting to him. Yeah, you guys suck. I'll say it again. My Hero Academia community, you suck. Absolutely. Moving on with my life now. Now that we've talked about the things I strongly dislike of the whole series, including the community, let's start talking about the highlights, because we gotta talk about something positive. There's gotta be some positive stuff in there, right? Alright, I'm gonna keep it fun with you. Like I said earlier, the action. Damn. But like I said earlier, the action is kind of bad. It's rather generic. I'm not really interested that much. It could be a little bit better. I do think Deku and Bakugo's first bout inside the whole building was kind of cool. But I also do think that first season, they actually did decide to give Bakugo some character development by having him take that first L, and then also realizing that he ain't hot poop. Yeah, censored myself like a good kid. But I do think, however, the punch out between All Might and Nemu was epic. Anyone that says otherwise is wrong, objectively speaking, and they suck. They suck. They're lying. They're lying to you. That was epic. That was a cool moment. So, good job, my hero. You did something that I actually really liked. I like a good old-fashioned beefy men beating on each other. Man and bird thing. Whatever. Also, I do think that the show did a great job introducing us to the characters they knew we were going to like and that we already cared about based off of what the manga readers say. I do not like how they neutered the hell out of Aizawa very quickly. And this is in the retrospect of both, the anime and manga, I presume, in regards to the manga, because yeah, he was a badass taking out a bunch of no-name faceless goons, but when the big bad showed up, dude got clapped faster than I didn't come up with a joke quick enough, but you get the point. The fact that, yeah, he has a cool quirk. He has a quirk that only works within the show, that doesn't work out of that universe. But he got absolutely decimated in his first fight. It gave me Kakashi vibes, basically. You know that thing where Kakashi is like super cool when we were first introduced to him, but then he like lose almost every fight he's in? Which is, unless they're nameless goons, basically, he practically loses every fight. He had a staring contest with goddamn Zabuza, for Pete's sake. Did I even say his name right? I hope I did. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna say Zabuza. If I'm right, then let me know. If I'm wrong, then don't tell me, because I don't want to be reminded of my failure. But other than that, I did like the character introduction. I did like Frog Girl, whose name I can't remember the life of me, so shame on me. Like I said, they didn't do too great of a good job with character development for me in order to remember the character's name, but they did a good job introducing them, where I actually do recognize all of them in regards to their appearance. And when I look at them, I know, oh, I know you. You're from MHA. Even without them being in the uniform. Like, get them their superhero outfits. And I'm like, oh, you're from MHA. Ha ha ha. You're recognizable because you had an interesting character design or something. Or you did this thing. There's only one character I straight up hate from that school. And it's that, like, one... I always forget his name until, like, someone says it. It's that short little bastard with, like... He has the ability to pull his hair and make it thick. I hate that guy. I'm not a fan of pervert characters. They're just not my favorite. Whatever. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. But anyway, this show is clearly meant to be something that you're supposed to, watch in the long run. So I'm glad that rather than rush so much content in the series, they're actually taking their time. Because let's be real. Let's say they decide to give us all that character development of a bunch of characters in a 12 to 13 episode time span. the show will be trash. All right, so you know it's a slow and steady kind of show in general. If honestly, I'm happy that I waited so long to actually watch this show, because if I watched the first season of My Hero Academia, I don't think I would have wanted to continue the show. I don't think I would want to continue. But because I do know there's multiple seasons, hence there's going to be character development, and there, you know, it's going to actually be worth watching it, possibly, potentially. You know, I can actually enjoy the fruit of their labor, or its labor, excuse me. So I do look forward to continue on to season 2. I'm going to get on that ASAP. Actually, I might just continue that tonight. Why not? I have all the time in the world. Zawaldo. And that's really it. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about this. This show is really a mid-tier show. I don't think it's the best shonen out there. If I were to give it a solid rating, I would give it a 7 out of 10 as of right now. And this is only for season 1, so don't worry. I'll do something similar in regards for season 2, maybe, if you want me to. Just let me know in the comments and I'll go ahead and decide from there. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, ring that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload, which is daily. All that jazz, cookies and milk. And I will definitely see you guys again tomorrow. Guess what? In the next video, I'm going to be wearing the same exact outfit because I'm going to start recording that immediately after this one. Peace.